Yeah. So if you guys don't know, like I said, if you guys don't know, or you guys are living under a rock, um, Jimmy Kimmel was suspended earlier this week for saying some terrible things about Charlie Kirk, making fun of him and Donald Trump. And the fact that he said that he is a comedian, he does not really know comedic timings because this is absolutely way too soon for something like this, even as a dark joke. I think this is in very, very bad taste. And Disney did not like him for saying that. And they ended up booting him and canceling his shows indefinitely. And inside Disney's abrupt decision to suspend Jimmy Kimmel's show, the late night host wanted to address the firestorm over his remarks about Charlie Kirk's killing on Wednesday's show. Company leaders worried it could make matters worse, and absolutely did. And a lot of people were actually happy, myself included, is because this is not cancel culture. People did not go back in time and dug up his tweets about something that he said that people didn't like and showed it to the higher ups and canceled them. Disney themselves canceled this guy. ABC themselves canceled this guy. All right? It wasn't a joke. Absolutely not. It was in terrible taste, poor taste, and he meant every word he said. And he's been doing this for a long time. He celebrated when Tucker Carlson got fired, and he also celebrated when Trump was banned off the internet, when he was banned off of X, Facebook, what's it called again? R/the Donald or whatever it was, Donald Trump was banned for, and these people were gleefully celebrating the cancellation of those people. Now, this is not cancellation. This is a consequence that is wrapped around in a bow, such as cancel culture, because it is the bed that you guys made, and you guys will have to adhere and lay in such said bed. Remember, these people instantaneously went out of their way and gleefully mocked and basically made fun of Charlie Kirk's assassination. And it is very, very bad. A lot of people are getting fired over it and stuff like that. And now people are upset and are coming together, like I said a couple days ago, and they are going after Disney, where the money hurts the most, and canceling Disney Plus. Tatiana Maslany, the girl that's playing She-Hulk, came out recently on her Twitter, said cancel ESPN, cancel Disney Plus, cancel Marvel, and all the other stuff, right? Cancel everything. And I'm pretty sure she's not going to be coming back to play She-Hulk, and she probably is going to get replaced by another person. But remember, there are a ton of people. This is from Grums, and my ugly face is blocking away per usual. So I'm going to move my ugly face down. And right over here, this is from Grums on X. Here are just a few of the times the left has canceled or called for cancellations, firing, or violence against devs just for posting or liking centrists. Remember, Tim Allen, what's it called again? Megyn Kelly, Roseanne Barr, Gina Carano, Cara Lynn, Dave Chappelle, Kill Tony, Shane Gillis. All of these people, there are a lot of people that probably have been said. This is just to name a few. A lot of them have gotten canceled for the stuff they've said, right? So, including a BBC presenter who also called for a purge, of course, these people would say that. Now they are upset about devs and streamers who openly celebrated for the call for violence after Charlie Kirk's assassination. They won't even say the name in company's apology. They're hoping you stop fighting back. No, we must never. Yeah, Gilbert Gottfried. Yeah, exactly. There's so many people. Right? Look at all of these. Subnautica. I'm going to pull this up in a different image so you guys see it. Subnautica. Right over here. Subnautica dev fire over hateful statements. This is Danny Lowlanders, a non-binary person. Right over here. Basically, Cliffhangers devs create a game on Marvel and Black Panther. Says that don't hire white people. Right? Community manager for limited run games. Basically got Cara Lynn fired, who's a good friend of the channel. He pops by from time to time. Good friend. She was actually on with Project Eggroll. I've met her many times. She's awesome. GOG community manager was fired for offensive tweets. Oculus founder that he was fired on Facebook. Right here, another person, Kyle Jacob Kinney, says that kill your local MAGA. Another person, Kiss Kindred. It says that we should report this person. He loves this account so much, which is Cabrutus. Another person, right up here, y'all inbred out of existence. You're not like, we're not like you. We'll just eliminate you. Eliminate your seed from this earth. Basically trying to call for violence. Another person, BBC gamer presenter, Jules. Party calls for courage. Sweet Baby Inc. Discord to end with the final purge. Yeah, this is just to name a few, right? Just to name a few. Of course, Smash 80 talked about the whole Kiss Kindred thing, sorry. Another person says, it brings me so much joy to know that you feel all your favorite hobbies are being stripped away from you. You will never get what you think you had back, and it's hilarious. So I'm glad that all these assholes are getting fired. But remember, these people all live in the same bubble. They all, they all are the same people. They're all the flock, birds of a feather. Stephen Colbert. This is Stephen Colbert's, I guess, statement, his opening monologue. This is clipped only for 1 minute, so we know what he said. I'm not going to watch the entire 16 minutes. This is only 1 minute and 4 seconds. And this is what he had to say about the whole thing with Jimmy Kimmel. It is, I'm an idiot because it's muted, like I'm an asshole. Okay, here it is.
We are all Jimmy Kimmel. I still have a show, though, right? Okay, good. Yesterday, after threats from Trump's FCC chair, ABC...
That is false. That's 100% false. I don't think it's threats, but the thing is that it's the advertisers. It's not the FCC chair. It's the advertisers. They're saying that this is not good for advertisement. All right, so we cannot show this stuff. It's Sinclair. It's Nexstar. It's the advertisers. All right, they're like, we don't want this shit. I don't care what side you're on. We don't want to give you money for you guys espousing and promoting hate and misinformation. This is good. This is good that this is happening. These people are the Democratic liberal left-tart speaking head. These are basically people who are just mouthpieces for the Democrats. All they care about is getting their false narrative and fake news in, and hopefully they don't get in trouble. These are all our propagandists. Yes, we are all unfunny propagandist pieces of shit, 100%.
Yanked Kimmel off the air indefinitely. That is blatant censorship, and it always starts small. You know, remember like in week...
Do you know who was censored for smiling and smirking and who was canceled? Nicholas Sandman. And look what happened to him. He made a shit ton of money from that shit because he ended up suing CNN and a bunch of these mainstream medias like MSNBC or whatever, right? A comedian that was silenced and censored, Roseanne Barr, that you don't like, Dave Chappelle, that you don't like, Shane Gillis from SNL, that you don't like, Tim Allen, that you don't like, Kill Tony, that you don't like. It list goes on and on and on, and now that the dick is on the other foot, that's probably the wrong saying. You guys are like, oh my God, they're canceling me. Oh, shut the hell up, brother. Just shut up, man.
One of his presidency, Gulf of America. Call it Gulf of America. Sure, seems harmless, but with an autocrat, you cannot give an inch. And if ABC thinks...
It's funny that they think that they're bigger than the mouse. Now, here's the thing. I think the mouse is doing it because they like money. Ultimately, if you guys are actually generating money, like Jimmy Kimmel, if he's legit generating money for you know, a lot of, when I'm saying money, I'm talking about a lot of money for Disney, then yeah. But the thing is that you're saying shit that the advertisers do not like. So they're pulling their advertisement. We don't want to show this on our channels anymore. You're getting fucked.
If ABC thinks that this is going to satisfy the regime, they are woefully naive. And clearly, they've never read the children's book, If You Give a Mouse a Kimmel. and to Jimmy, just let me say...
I just letting you know, I never thought Jimmy Kimmel was funny. The only thing I thought that Jimmy Kimmel was funny looking is because, like I said, he looks like he has Down syndrome. Like like I said before, if he shaved his beard and stuff like, if you guys actually look at older clips and images of Jimmy Kimmel when he was on the Man Show, or when he didn't have a beard or a mustache, bro looks like he has Down syndrome. All right, and the thing is, the division, the divisiveness between him and Adam Carolla are they're complete polar opposites. Jimmy Kimmel is basically a talking head just for the Democrat side, and he'll say whatever they want so he can be popular and funny or whatever. And Adam Carolla, he has principles. He has, people respect him. He has his own show. And the fact that they were both on the Man Show is I still don't fucking, it's where the fuck did he fuck up? Maybe marrying Sarah Silverman? Who knows?
I stand with you and your staff.
You're insulting people with Down syndrome? Yes.
And also,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is disrespectful to Down syndrome people. That is true. That is true.
You couldn't let me enjoy this for like 1 week. Just come on.
These people are narcissists, right? Of course, he's making a joke here, but he has to make it about himself. This guy has to make it about himself. But remember here, though, Jimmy Kimmel's show has been sucking a lot of dicks for a long time now. New York Post, Jimmy Kimmel's ratings were plummeting before ABC suspended him for Charlie Kirk comments. So, Jimmy Kimmel's late night show was bleeding viewers before Disney-owned ABC pulled the plug and suspended him for his comments on Charlie Kirk assassination. I think ABC and Disney were waiting for him to fuck up. They were waiting for this moment to get rid of him, and they finally got the chance to get rid of him, right? Nielsen data showed sharp summer declines and a year-long slide that leaves him trailing late-night rivals such as Fox News' Greg Gutfeld and CBS star Stephen Colbert. According to monthly Nielsen figures, Jimmy Kimmel Live dropped 1.1 million total viewers. That is a lot. And this is back last month, down 43% from January. His August household ratings, 0.35 marked the weakest showing of the year. The advertisers coveted between 18 to 49, which is the key demo, has been catered. Kimmel averaged in only 129,000 views. That is abysmal. That is royally bad. This is insanely bad. In that bracket in August, and this is down from January of a 212,000. This is less than half of his June peak at 284,000. With this ABC contract set to expire next year, the slump raises the questions about whether Jimmy Kimmel Live can regain momentum against Colbert, Fallon, and cable insurgents. Fallon, he's not middle of the road, but he's very milquetoast in terms of his politics or anything like that. We all know where he stands. He apologized for doing blackface, for getting blessing from one of his good friends, Chris Rock, for doing blackface on SNL, and he was almost canceled for it. And he made an apology. Now he's basically a puppet for the left. Colbert was good a long time ago when he was on Comedy Central. Motherfucker fell right off into a canyon of gay people. And we all know that Stephen Colbert is leaving next May. And Jimmy Kimmel, I don't think they were going to renew Jimmy Kimmel for next year anyways, but now they don't have to spend the rest of the, I guess you would say, season or a year or whatever it is. They don't have to spend the additional money to pay for staff, to pay for food, to pay for any of that kind of shit. Now he's gone, right? And people are saying that right now he's in talks with Disney and what's going to happen in the future. Jimmy Kimmel is a multimillionaire. I believe he has his net worth maybe like $40 million or something like that. He has a shit ton of money. Doesn't really matter how much money he has, but he has a lot. He said that he's not going to apologize to Charlie Kirk and his family. And he's not going to donate any money to Charlie Kirk's family or TPUSA. So I'm not sure if he's ever going to be coming back, but this will not really affect his bottom line. But people are going crazy. People online are going crazy. And earlier today in Sacramento, there's an ABC affiliate building that was shot up. I believe there was 4 bullet holes on the side of the window. I don't think anyone was hurt, but unilaterally, everyone is coming together. May it be if you're on the left or the right, and we are collectively canceling Disney and boycotting Disney. I've been boycotting Disney for quite some time now. I never bought Disney Plus. I haven't gone back to the parks prior to COVID. And it's been quite some time. So Kimmel's deals ABC runs through May. It's basically the same thing as Colbert. Under a 3-year extension signed in September 2022, industry reports that his salary is $15 million to $60 million per year. And some outlets noting that bonuses can push him up to an annual earning of $20 million. So he has a lot of money. Despite ABC's indefinite suspension of the show, the network has not announced any change to its contractual pay. The Post has sought out comments from Kimmel and ABC. This year's erosion of viewership follows a bumpy 2024 annual Nielsen ratings compiled in the industry site Late Nighter show Jimmy Kimmel averaged a 1.77 million total viewers last year, down 2.3% from 2023. In the demo, he shed more than 12%, pulling 221 viewers a night. That is very fucking bad. Now, here's the thing. Jimmy Kimmel was never funny, ever. And it sucks for him. And good. You get what you fucking deserve, right? Compared to Stephen Colbert's, which is 257 million viewers. That's a lot. And a 281 in the demo, despite losing ground year over year. Look, it doesn't really matter, to be honest. I think he's Jimmy Fallon. He's pretty milquetoast, like I said. He had Greg Gutfeld on. People tried to cancel him. People are saying that NBC is awful because he hosted Greg Gutfeld. And that Greg Gutfeld one was actually pretty tame. I did watch a little bit of it. It's actually not bad. But yeah, The Daily Show, Jon Stewart back in the den, that was really, really good. Now it's just all awful. And they said that, oh, we're Jimmy Kimmel. We're all Jimmy Kimmel. And even losers like Eric Swalwell, the guy who banged a Chinese spy, he was actually giving out like t-shirts that says was it Jimmy Kimmel Live hats and shirts and stuff like that all over Capitol Hill. These people are absolutely insane, right? Kimmel sold his soul for his daughter's surgery. The surgeon was Hollywood Jew. Look it up. That is wild news if that's true, but that's crazy. But yeah, this is wild. And it's, yeah, like all of these people that we're talking about, YouTubers get more views, right? Mob, you said that Critical Drinker gets more views than Jimmy Kimmel per episode. Exactly. Same thing with Nerdrotic. These people are losing their voices because they are shit. They haven't been funny in a long time. And this is the reason why these people don't like YouTube. They do not like the podcast space. They do not like live streamers because people that are a lot bigger than me. I'm a small nothing. Okay. But people like Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers, what's it called again? A Critical Drinker, Mahler, Nerdrotic, all of them have a bigger voice and a bigger platform than these guys that are getting paid multi-million dollars a year. But yeah, I don't fucking care. I'm fuck them. You get what you deserve. Now, I don't want anything bad to happen to them. I just want them to lose their jobs. And they're losing their jobs. And that's great. That's fucking awesome.